The price is way too high. You need to cut it. Do you still pay for cable? Do you have cable boxes in each room? Do you have wires plugged into your television from a cable box? Do you pay for these extremely complicated monthly fees that these cable providers charge you? Do you look at your bill and wonder what the heck you're paying for? Do you wonder why it's so expensive and why you have to have so many channels that you probably will never ever use? If any of this applies to you, then you seriously need to do some thinking. Now's the time. There's so many different streaming service providers out there. It's not that complicated. I understand you have been doing it for a very long time. We all have been doing it. The convenience. You come home, you sit down, you take this remote control that they give you and you point it at the box and you start flipping away. But the times have changed. The times of sitting down and watching a television show when it comes on at a very specific time, on a very specific day, is over. The world, as we know it, has evolved. I cut the cable about 8 years ago now. And during that time, high-speed internet was becoming a really big thing. But streaming services options weren't a big deal yet. So personally, I was streaming my own content from my own server. Now, I know that's kind of technical and a lot of people probably wouldn't go that route, but today you don't have to worry about those things. There are so many streaming service options now. Now, don't get me wrong, cable gives you a lot of good options, and a lot of people have been using it for years. You know, with these bundles, most people spend anywhere between $100 and $180, unfortunately. But you get a lot of options. But do you need all those options is one thing. You get sports, you get cartoons, you get movies, you get various different cooking networks, home shopping networks. I don't even know anymore. It's been so long, but you get options when you kind of cut the cord and switch to these other alternatives. Now, I would love to sit here with you guys and go through all the various different streaming options that are available. Unfortunately, that would take a very long time. So, I would highly recommend that you go online and just search for all these various different services. Now, the key here is to find out all the programming that not only you like, but that they offer, and kind of find that middle ground and compare the various different options that are available. Now, there are quite a few streaming service options that are available to you. You have Netflix, very good option. That's one of the options that I have. You have Amazon Prime. That's also something that I use, and that works very well with the Amazon Fire Stick, which is a very popular device to have. You also have Hulu, which is very popular. You also have YouTube Television, of course. They're a major player. Then you have services that are offered through AT&T. Now, I would look into that. I probably wouldn't go that route because their business model and their pricing model is structured very, very similar to what they offer on traditional cable television. Then there's the big one that I'm probably most interested in, and that's the upcoming Disney service, Disney Plus. Now, Disney Plus is going to start sometime in November, I believe November 12th, and that's going to start at about $12.99, which is about comparable to what you would pay for Amazon Prime. The kick here is that this is Disney, and if you know Disney, they own ESPN, they own Marvel, and they're slowly taking all their content away from the other services that stream, and they're going to make it exclusive on their network, on their streaming service. So imagine this. If you already have some type of streaming service, with Disney Plus, you're going to get ESPN Plus. You're going to get Hulu. You're going to get what Disney Plus is going to offer, all bundled in one for $12.99. Now, this is going to give Netflix a run for their money, and this is going to give you a tremendous amount of options. You're going to be able to stream from Apple. You're going to be able to stream from Google. You're going to be able to stream from your Xbox. You're going to be able to stream from your Sony PlayStation. You're going to be able to stream from your Roku device. And hopefully, which is not listed currently, you'll be able to stream from your Amazon Fire Stick. Now, the whole point of cutting the cord is to reduce costs. If you're paying upwards of $150, stop it. You can get internet for a fraction of that. Now, you have to know how to speak to these people. Once you start unbundling these deals, they're going to tell you that one service by itself is going to cost you a fortune. But that's typically not the case. You really need to speak to them and say, hey, listen, what deals do you have? What can I get for just internet? Give me the best price that you have. Hang up on that person if they give you an outrageous price. Call back. Speak to someone else. Speak to a manager. I can tell you this. For Verizon Fios, I pay $59.99 a month for just internet. I do not have phone service, which is ridiculous nowadays anyway, at least in my opinion. And I certainly don't have television service. In addition to saving money, you want to simplify how you're utilizing and accessing content nowadays. With the advent of these smart televisions, you have Roku-enabled televisions. You have Amazon Fire-enabled televisions. With this, you have all these on-demand programming options at your fingertip for a fraction of the cost, all streaming through the internet. Like I mentioned earlier, you hopefully speak to someone and you get that reduced price and you pay just the internet, and then you start adding on the options that you want. So now you're spending a lot less for just internet. You are paying significantly less for the programming that you want to watch through these various different streaming services, which would probably cost you less than $20-$25 in total. The rationale for all of this for me is this. You save money. You have a simplified viewing experience. No additional hardware laying around your house. You can stream these services not only on your television, your smart television that is, but on your mobile devices, laptops, cell phones, tablets. And you get to choose the content that you want to watch. You're not forced into watching what the cable providers want you to watch. So, with that said, open that browser, go to your favorite search engine, start exploring.